Welcome, everyone, to Child Guidance Center's 2020 Holiday Tree Fantasy Reimagined. Let's begin with a message from the agency's leader.
Good evening. My name is Lori Pack. I'm the CEO of Child Guidance Center, and I'm honored to be here with you virtually to share with you our holiday message, a message of hope, healing, and life-changing outcomes. We miss you, and we wish we could be together face to face to celebrate the holidays and the important work of Child Guidance Center. For over 53 years, Child Guidance Center has been committed to delivering the highest quality of mental health care to vulnerable children, teens, and their families. In January of 2020, who could have imagined what challenges the new year would bring? The coronavirus pandemic and the unprecedented measures to contain its spread have disrupted nearly every aspect of our lives. Now, imagine the impact on vulnerable children and their families who were struggling before the shutdown. Their normal routines, their physical health, their emotional development, their learning, their peer interactions, and their family's economic security have all been profoundly disrupted. Many people are struggling with family separations, caring for sick relatives, and the shock, grief, and loss from the death of loved ones. Some children are resilient in the face of severe stress and trauma. Others are vulnerable to mental health problems that are profound and traumatic for a child, their family, their school, and our community. In March, Child Guidance Center quickly adapted to this crisis. We swiftly adopted new technologies, adjusted our delivery of services, and continued providing critical care to our clients. Our priority was to ensure that services to our vulnerable families were not disrupted. We know that the children we serve already struggled with mental health challenges before the pandemic and are at even greater risk now. We also anticipated that the demand for their care through our clinics would grow even greater during this crisis. Child Guidance Center moved to a telehealth platform using video technology has helped increase access to our care. Our experience during this crisis proves it's an effective way to deliver services. We've been able to expand our treatment of depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress, ADHD, and more using this platform, with over 6,000 telehealth services provided each and every month. Some might be skeptical, but let me assure you, our numbers served tell the story, from evaluation and diagnosis to trauma treatment, family and group therapy, telepsychiatry, parent training, and more. We have successfully increased our support for struggling families and children. We now know that what the research shows about how remote treatment works is true. It enables us to provide access to families who struggle physically to reach our clinics. And for others, seeking and receiving in-office care came with a great deal of stigma, discouraging families from seeking help. We've been able to use this time to innovate and help even more families overcome the barriers of transportation and mental health stigma. Out of crisis comes opportunity. As the pandemic wears on, parents are increasingly open to relying on telehealth for their children's mental health treatment and appreciate its convenience and effectiveness. 9 months into this public health crisis, there are many things we still don't know about when or how this will end. But I can confirm that Child Guidance Center, our staff, and our board have successfully continued our unbroken commitment to delivering critical care to those in need. Meeting this challenge is essential because the fact is, kids that get the help they need have a much better chance to succeed in life. Today you will have the opportunity to hear inspiring stories of how Child Guidance Center helps change lives. I thank you, our staff thank you, and our board of directors thank you for caring. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our board chair, Josh Buttry.
Thanks, Lori, and thank you for your incredible leadership, especially during this challenging year. Hey everybody, I'm Josh Buttry, chair of the Child Guidance Center Board of Directors. I was first drawn to the mission of Child Guidance Center exactly 5 years ago when I accepted an invitation to attend the 2015 Holiday Tree Fantasy. That was back when we could all hang out together at the Balboa Bay Resort. Anyone remember other humans and being with more than 10 of them at a time? Those were the good old days. Anyway, I digress. My wife Lexi and I have a 9-year-old son, Jack, who battles against the 3 A's of autism, ADHD, and anxiety. That cocktail has led to some of the hardest days of our lives. But we have support, resources, and a treatment plan that gives us hope and a path forward. Unfortunately, there are thousands of kids like Jack right here in Orange County, many of whom are far worse because of trauma, abuse, or neglect. And many of their families wouldn't have access to the same support, resources, and treatment that Jack has if it weren't for Child Guidance Center. So that's why I'm passionate about helping CGC raise the funds necessary to continue fulfilling its mission. And that's why I want to say thanks on behalf of the kids and families that benefit. So thank you, Child Guidance Center staff, for serving these families so well, and doing so recently during what has likely been the hardest year for many of them. Thank you, Child Guidance Center Board of Directors, for your leadership as we work this year to pivot amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for your generosity. We couldn't do what we do without your willingness to give your time, talent, and treasure. I'm proud of you all and honored to serve as your chair. Finally, thanks to each and every one of you watching this Holiday Tree Fantasy Reimagined virtual event. Taking time to hear some moving stories and, of course, helping us raise funds to keep the stories coming for many more years. Please help us show 2020 who's boss by blowing the roof off this year's fundraising goal. Now, let me introduce everyone to Karen Francis, our development director, who will share a little about our fundraising goals and have some fun drawing our first giveaway. Karen, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Karen Francis, and I'm the development director for Child Guidance Center. Thank you for joining us this evening. Please stay tuned to hear moving messages about our transformative mental health services. And if you donated to our fundraising campaign, please don't miss our fun prize drawings. As Lori and Josh shared, Child Guidance Center plays a vital role in Orange County as a leading community mental health organization. We exist to ensure that the most vulnerable children and families in Orange County have access to professional mental health services. And what we do at CGC is critical. Mental illness does not discriminate, and trauma can occur anywhere, anytime, to a child of any age. The notion that children are immune to mental illness is simply untrue. And in fact, we know that 1 in 5 kids are diagnosed with a mental health condition annually. And sadly, only 1 in 3 will receive the professional help that they need. And mental illness does not respect zip codes or county lines. And too many kids here in Orange County are struggling with significant mental and behavioral health concerns. Sadly, suicide is the second leading cause of death for Orange County youth, ages 15 to 19. Thank goodness, Child Guidance Center stands ready to support families in need, as we have for over 53 years. And thanks to our longstanding partnerships with county and state entities, generous grants from corporate, private, and community foundations, and of course, donations from individuals like you, we are one of the top 100 charities in Orange County. With an annual operating budget of over $10 million, last year alone, we supported the mental health needs of 4,500 youth and their family members. As a charity, the support of our donors is critical to our mission to deliver early intervention treatment services. When we realized that we could not hold our Holiday Tree Fantasy event in person this year, our largest fundraising event of the year, I was concerned. But we set our hopes high and challenged our community and our friends to help us raise $100,000 through the 2020 Holiday Tree Fantasy Reimagined. I am so excited to share with you that we have not only met our $100,000 goal, we have exceeded it. The response to our campaign and our call for help to increase our telehealth services for families in need was heard. Thank you. And thank you to our wonderful supporters of the campaign. Truly amazing. Right now, we're at $114,970. Please help us get to that $115,000 mark and above. If you have not had a chance to give to our 2020 Reimagine campaign, I hope the success of the campaign and the holiday spirit will inspire you to give now. Because more funds equals more services. I mean, who doesn't want to be part of a winning team? And I promise, giving to a cause that changes the lives of children and youth feels right and is an essential investment in our collective futures. No gift is too small or too large. You can give now by texting HTF 2020 to 76278 or type www.htf2020.givesmart.com into your web browser and choose a giving level that works for you. Please keep the donations coming in. We need your support. And now, please allow me to thank a few of our most generous donors, including David Colton with the Colton Company, Josh Buttrey and Buttrey Financial, the New L Fund, the Richard and Elizabeth Steele Endowment Fund at Orange County Community Foundation, Bob Voorhees and his team at Voorhees Wealth Management, and Steve and Jennifer Martinez of Zone 4 Systems Integration and Design. Thank you so much for your extremely generous gifts. Now, let's celebrate with our first prize drawing. All donors that gave by Friday evening have been entered into our drawing to win a 75-inch Samsung 4K TV donated by Audio Images. Now, let's roll the winning wheel. Oh my my gosh, this is so exciting. The winner is Hank Paris. And for those of you that don't know, Hank is actually the founder of Child Guidance Center. So Hank, congratulations. We'll be calling you tomorrow to deliver the TV to you. Thank you to the Ontiveros family and Audio Images for your many years of support. Now we have a short message from a former Child Guidance Center client. David will share about his struggles with anxiety and depression and how our San Clemente Clinic team helped him to thrive.
Hi, I'm David, and I struggle with anxiety and depression, and it's made communicating with people very challenging. A few years ago, I started meeting with Noelle and Dr. Stephanie at the Child Guidance Center in San Clemente, and during those years, I have made a lot of progress. I started by being very anxious, very fidgety. I didn't want to talk to people very much. I didn't want to open up. I didn't trust people. But after Noelle taught me some cool tools that helped me with my anxiety and managing it, I could go to school, I could go to class, I could talk to people, I could ask questions in class without being afraid of what people were thinking, what people would say, things like that. And it's even helped me with some relationships in my family. And I can talk better with my mom, my dad, my sister, just about everyone. And it's helped me a lot. And although I've improved a lot, I think there's still a lot more that I can do. And I'm hoping for the future that I'll be able to be even better at all of this. I want to be even more comfortable around people. I want to not have to worry about anxiety and depression so much. And I'm working towards that.
David, I know you and your family are watching with us this evening. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing your story. You are an inspiration. And now I'd like to thank Stephen Herman for his recent donation, for getting us over to the $115,000 campaign mark. I am blown away. Thank you so much to everyone. Now let's run our second prize drawing. This lucky winner will receive 6 bottles of premium wine valued at $450. These wines have been selected and donated by our good friend, Earl McCutcheon. Thank you, Earl. Let's run the winner's wheel. Congratulations, Austin Sutton. We will call you tomorrow to arrange delivery. Now please help me welcome Addie Zanone, Child Guidance Center board member and combat veteran. Addie will tell you a little bit about our Strong Families, Strong Children program for veteran and military connected families here in Orange County. And staff member Corey Vigil will share a touching message from a very grateful family served through this program. Addie and Corey, take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Addie Zanone, a combat veteran, television reporter and producer, philanthropist, advocate, and very proud mom. It's my great privilege to serve as a member of Child Guidance Center's Board of Directors. I love what this organization does and what it represents for vulnerable communities, particularly our veterans. Our Strong Families, Strong Children program was designed specifically to meet the needs of veterans and military-connected families with children. As a 2-time combat veteran, I know how difficult it is to ask for help, because after all, we're trained to be the helpers. I spent years in quiet agony, afraid to admit the intangible injuries I suffered during the war were wreaking havoc in my head and in my life. While coming home from long deployments is exciting, seeing and hugging family and friends we've missed so much, it's not always the hallmark moment we see on TV and the movies. We spend months at a time on high alert, in foreign lands, hearing foreign languages, worrying about our personal safety while completing a mission that's critical to protecting those we love at home. War tends to harden and humanize us, so when we come home, it can be a struggle to reconnect with our spouses, our children, and our friends. It's very hard to let our guard down. They've changed and grown up without us, and we too have changed in ways we can't immediately comprehend. It's really hard transitioning back to civilian life, and it takes a toll on everyone in the family. When I finally admitted I was suffering, there were organizations available and willing to help me and my family. I couldn't do it alone, and that's why I'm a huge advocate for Child Guidance Center's Strong Families, Strong Children program. It's loaded with an army full of incredible people ready to serve those who serve. Fortunately, today I'm happy and thriving, so please know that when you support tonight's fundraiser, you are helping veterans like me who need access to critical mental health services, housing, and the myriad issues OC veterans and their military families face every single day. Thank you for your support. Happy holidays to you, to all of our troops and their families. And now I'd like to introduce fellow combat veteran Corey Vigil. Corey is a peer navigator staff member with Strong Families, Strong Children, and a recent recipient of the Orange County 2020 Veterans Hero Award.
Thanks, Addie. Hi, my name is Corey Vigil, and I work as a peer navigator for Child Guidance Center's Strong Families, Strong Children program. Before working for the Strong Families program, I served in the United States Navy for 8 years during the Operation Iraqi Freedom Campaign. In my role as a peer navigator, I collaborate with multiple family resource centers throughout Orange County. My job is to support and train the family resource employees to better identify and connect with military-connected families in their community, as well as work directly with families. I wanted to share an unexpected message that I recently received from the family of a United States Marine Corps veteran that I was able to help through our Strong Families, Strong Children program. Dear Mr. Vigil, my name is Bradley Buckner. My family wants to thank you for helping my brother Jason Buckner. My brother has been through a lot and we didn't know how to support him. My brother served honorably and does not like to ask for help. He has always avoided the VA and never utilized his benefits. My brother will always be a Marine. His service in 3 combat tours impacted our entire family, particularly our parents. Since my brother met you, he has enrolled at the VA Long Beach for medical care and was recently awarded 100% for his disability compensation, and he acknowledges you for helping to make this process simple. His income has changed drastically, enough to allow him to attend the PTSD orientation classes offered prior to the pandemic. Thanks to your support to help, my brother received and has utilized the VA housing voucher. As a result, my brother is no longer homeless. This is very emotional for me to write, as I love my brother very much. He has reunited with his children. My family mentioned that my brother connected with you instantly because you were a medic and worked with Marines. He told the family that Marines trust corpsmen and the bond is unbreakable. Prior to meeting you, my brother expressed a serious idea of suicide as he suffered a lot of trauma and was dealing with survivor's guilt. I'm not sure if you knew that about him. The work that you have provided and the support from you as a human being is amazing. Again, thank you from our family. Sincerely, Bradley Buckner. It's hard to put into words how important this message is to me. I was not aware that this client was contemplating suicide or that his family was so worried about him. I think this is a reminder that we never know the impact we can have on the life of another human being. The Buckner family wanted us to share this message with as many people as we can to help as many veterans as we can. Thanks to your support of our 2020 Holiday Tree Fantasy Reimagine campaign, we can continue to change lives. Karen, back to you.
Thanks, Addie, and thanks, Corey. And now for our 3rd and final prize drawing. As a nod to our beloved annual Holiday Tree Fantasy event, we made sure to include a designer-decorated holiday tree as our final prize drawing. Donors that gave $250 or more by last Friday were entered to win. Every $250 donated was equal to 1 prize drawing with a maximum of 25 entries per donor. This beautiful perpetual tree stands at over 10 feet tall and is covered with one-of-a-kind ornaments made by talented designer and friend to the agency, Linda Freisinger. This prize is valued at over $700 and includes free delivery to any home in Orange County. Thank you, Linda, for sharing your holiday magic with us. And now, let's roll the winning wheel. Congratulations to Terry. We thank you so much for your donation and your support. We really appreciate you. We'll be in touch about getting the tree over to you. As I sign off and I hand it over to Lori for a final holiday message, I want to thank our donors and our friends, including the many new donors who chose to support this year's campaign. We welcome you to the Child Guidance Center family. And we want you to know that together we will reach our vision to ensure every child in Orange County has access to compassionate and comprehensive mental health services. Thank you for sharing a bit of your evening with me, and I wish you and those you love a wonderful holiday season. Lori?
I am so glad that we could gather this evening. I'm so touched by the dedication of our team members, our board leadership, and by the generosity of our donors and sponsors. Thank you for making this evening's holiday tree fantasy reimagined a great success. We look forward to being together in person as soon as it is safe to do so. As we end, please take a moment to enjoy this lovely holiday song created by 15-year-old McKenna North. Good night and happy holidays.